Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to connect the front panels to the back panel so that you can continue knitting the body on the Everbloom cardigan. Before we keep going, if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up button and subscribe. If you end up not liking it, you can always change it to a thumbs down at the end of the video. It just really helps me out if you like and subscribe. So where we are at now in the pattern is that you've got these live stitches on hold for the back panel. I've got little stoppers here. You've got that front, and you cut the yarn there. You've got the front right panel live stitches on a holder, and I've got this other type of holder that screws on that came with these this circular set here, and then you've just finished the front left panel, right? So that is still live stitches attached to your working yarn ball here, and you're not going to cut that. So I could see written down how this would all sound really confusing, but it's actually very simple. So you're gonna fold it up and take a look at it, and you can see that this is the top of your cardigan, right? That's the back neck, front panels, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna knit right across this front left panel and then keep going onto the back. You're gonna knit across the back panel, and then you're gonna come to the right and you're just gonna keep knitting across there. So I'm just going to do that right now, and then when we come to attaching it, I will show you the different options for what to do there. But for now, we just go ahead and knit this row. And because this is a size small, after the increases, we've got 28 stitches on each front right panel. Usually knit a little faster than this, not that speed is important, but it's kind of funny to be knitting in this position on a table. I'm usually, it's actually probably better posture than I usually have when I'm knitting on the couch and I've got my knitting in my lap, so always something new to discover. We're almost at the end here of the front left panel. You need to slide out. I've got one strand coming from the center of the center pull ball, and then one coming from the outside, and that's how I like to keep things really simple when I'm knitting something held double. Okay, so you have knit front left panel, right? And now what you're wanting to do is wrong side on wrong side, make sure the wrong sides are facing each other, and you want to keep knitting here, right? And so there's a few different options. You're going to take your stopper off, whatever kind of stopper you have. So you might have this on a cable like I have right now, or you may have it on scrap yarn. Okay, so depending if you're using fixed or interchangeable. So what you can do, you've got a few different options. If you want to, you can just knit it right off the cable or right off of the string. You don't actually need, because the right hand needle is the one that decides how big the stitch is, you actually don't need a needle, right? So it's not the most convenient way to do it, but you totally can. I'm going to show you how you would do that. Stick it in, wrap it around, boom. So you kind of don't use another needle here. So that's how you would do it. And now I'm going to undo that just to show you the other ways. So what you could also do is screw another needle on right here. So you would just take, say you are using interchangeable set, you would take the size that you need, you would put that in like so, and then you would knit everything onto this cable. If you were using a really long cable here, that would make the most sense. And what I'm going to do for this particular set is actually connect this cable. I'm going to want to connect this cable to this cable. So what we're gonna do, what are we gonna do, Tess? I've gotten myself all mixed around. So what we have to do here is, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do it the way I was just telling you about. So I'm gonna undo the right size needle from the back over here. I'm going to connect, let's see if I can explain this in a non-confusing way. I'm going to connect this to this, right? So I have a super long cable that all of my stitches are going onto. And how I do that is I take this little metal piece, this is from my Chow Gu set, and I'm going to screw that in, twist, 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 to this cable, and then screw it into this cable, which is a little harder because we've got needles and it doesn't want to turn as much. Okay, and so now we can see that this is connected. Use our key here to tighten it. Okay, so now we take our size 11 needle, put it on here, learning as we go, guys. Oops. Okay, and now you're ready to attach the front left panel and the back panel. And that is really as simple as it sounds. There's no magic trick to doing this, right? You are going to knit into this and keep going. And you'll see this is extra loose, right? Because there is that yarn hanging back here, but when you weave in your ends later, you can tighten that up, no problem. And you're also going to be picking up the armhole stitches from here, and that will give you another opportunity to close anything, any gaps that might remain. And that's it. You keep going, right? So how that's going to look is we're going to flip it over here. Oops. So again, front left panel. We're going to knit all the way across this back left panel, and then we're going to continue on again, making sure the wrong sides are facing each other to the right front panel, and then we're just knitting back and forth for the remainder of the cardigan. So I hope that made sense. I hope it was helpful. Let me know below if you have any questions or if you want to see any more explanations. And again, please like and subscribe. Thank you.